Last session, you picked up mid-fight in the ruined archive. One clockwork golem hammered against a force cage, while a grotesque floating thing from beyond the stars drifted closer with a hideously coiling tongue. Emrys stepped into the gap with a searing beam that chewed a crater through its hide, but the thing's flesh crawled back together with a nauseating quickness. Velikor and Mordecai slid into the flanks and began the work of taking it apart with measured, surgical strikes, even as Captain Jansen fenced blind, when a blanket of darkness smothered the far half of the room. From the broken doorway, cutthroat archers loosed wasp-poisoned shafts into Emrys, numbing his limbs, and a shadowdancer stepped from the gloom to put a Heartseeker blade into Jansen's ribs. The creature focused on Jacob, battering him, binding him with its tongue, and in a grisly moment swallowed him whole. Inside that grinding maw, Jacob gambled everything. He summoned a banishing word that tore the outsider home across the void. The horror winked from existence, and Jacob staggered free of a stomach that was no longer there, bloodied but unbroken. The assassin pressed his advantage, dropping Jansen with cruel indifference. Jacob answered again, flooding his friend with a wave of radiance that erased death's claim. With Velikor's rapier and Mordecai's invisible dagger carving into him, the assassin, bandaged from a bite you knew too well, chose life over victory and stepped sideways into the shadowed places between planes. The archers fell back. For a few precious moments, the caged golem was your only ticking clock. You used them well. The archive yielded leads and riches, an Abadar vault key from Opara, a keen feybane cold iron bolt, and a small trove of knowledge, an account from the army of exploration that named the first emperor's crusade, a Tome of Clear Thought, a Manual of Gainful Exercise, and the original Ulfen Taldan peace treaty. A tempting door proved to be a killer's illusion designed to force cage and blend the curious. Velikor unstitched it and found the true way instead, a hidden panel and stairs going down. Below, the chamber changed. Puzzle-fitted stone gleamed under Jacob's halo as he cast daylight across a forest of black cords, anchored to iron rings, laced through with thousands of nearly invisible silk strands. Testing the route, a single filament pinged taut in the light. You realized the only safe way through was prone and careful, belly crawling the narrow, thread-thin path toward the double doors, and the next ambush that surely waits on the far side.